Buenos días, buenas tardes o buenas noches. Bienvenido a la clase número 5 en este tu curso Learn Spanish Easy and Fast. Como siempre, hoy aprenderemos cosas nuevas y seguiremos en nuestro viaje conociendo la lengua de Cervantes. Let's start. Comencemos. Okay guys, in lesson number 3 we learned to conjugate the verb to have or tener in Spanish, and we used it to talk about physical feelings. Okay, remember that we said, for example, ¿tienes calor? Are you hot? ¿Tienes frío? Are you cold? ¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry? ¿Tienes sueño? Are you sleepy? ¿Tienes sed? Are you thirsty? ¿Tienes miedo? Are you afraid? Right? This one, ¿tienes miedo? We didn't say it, but please add it to your list. Also, you can address to a person in a more formal way. You can say, for example, Señor, ¿tiene calor? Sir, are you hot? Señor, ¿tiene frío? Sir, are you cold? Señor, ¿tiene hambre? Sir, are you hungry? Señora, ¿tiene sed? Ma'am, are you thirsty? Señora, ¿tiene sueño? Ma'am, are you sleepy? Señora, ¿tiene miedo? Ma'am, are you afraid? And possible answers can be sí or no. Okay? Okay, guys, so we can also use the verb to have or tener to ask for something in Spanish. For example, we already saw in the previous lesson, we saw the expressions ¿puedes darme? Or ¿pudiera darme? ¿Puedes darme un vaso de agua, por favor? Casual. ¿Pudiera darme un vaso de agua, por favor? Formal. Okay? In this case, I can say, ¿tienes un vaso? Do you have a glass? Casual. Or if I want to be formal, ¿tiene un vaso? Señor, ¿tiene un vaso? Possible answers can be sí or no. Or sí, aquí tienes. Or sí, aquí tiene, ¿ok? Sí, aquí tienes, informal. Sí, aquí tiene, formal, ¿ok? Other examples. ¿Tienes una taza de café? Do you have a cup of coffee? Informal. ¿Tiene una taza de café? Formal. ¿Tienes una computadora? Do you have a computer? Informal. ¿Tiene una computadora? Formal. For example, you are at school and you forgot your pencil, you can ask another person for a pencil and you can say, Eduardo, ¿tienes un lápiz? And Eduardo can say sí or no, okay? But if you want to be more formal, you can say, ¿tiene un lápiz? Señora, ¿tiene un lápiz? Okay? And other examples, ¿tienes un bolígrafo? Informal. ¿Tiene un bolígrafo? Formal. ¿Tienes un libro? Informal. ¿Tiene un libro? Formal. Okay? Okay, guys, now let's learn the numbers from 0 to 10. Vamos a aprender los números del 0 al 10. And let's start with 0. 0. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, guys, now let's put numbers aside and let's talk about nouns again. In the previous lesson we talked about nouns and now we are going to continue to talking about nouns, los sustantivos en español. Okay? And I bring to you a similar table to the one in the previous lesson, and the title is The Most Common Patterns of Nouns. Why most common patterns? Because there are more rules, there are exceptions, but I don't want to make these lessons too complicated, so I want them to be simple, all right? And I bring to you the most important patterns, and when the noun ends in an O, then the noun is masculine, masculino, all right? and you have to use the demonstrative pronoun esto or este. For example, if somebody say to you, ¿qué es esto? You can say, what is this? ¿Qué es esto? You can say, esto es un video. This is a video. Esto es un video. But if you want to say that it is your video, okay, you want to demonstrate that it is your video, you use the demonstrative pronoun este, and you say, este es mi video, okay? And if you want to make the word video, in this case that ends in an O, if you want to make it plural, the only thing that you have to do is add an S at the end of the word. Okay? And you say changes from video to videos. Okay? And the demonstrative pronoun that you have to use for the plural is estos. So you say, este es mi video or estos son mis videos. Okay? But what if the noun ends in an A? Then it's feminine. Okay? For example, in the word casa. Okay, casa ends in an A, so it's feminine. And you have to use the demonstrative pronoun esta. If somebody tells you, ¿qué es esto? You can say, esta es una casa. Remember that you can also say, esto es una casa. Either way, okay? But if you want to demonstrate that it is your house, you can say, esta es mi casa. Okay? And what do you have to do to make that word plural? The only thing that you have to do is add an S at the end of the word. So it changes from casa to casas. And you have to use the demonstrative pronoun estas. Okay, you say esta es mi casa, this is my house, singular, or estas son mis casas, plural. All right? What if the word ends in an E? What if the noun ends in an E? Then it can be masculine or it can be feminine. But remember that always, if you don't know if it's feminine or masculine when it ends in an E, take a chance on masculine because most of the nouns that ends in an E, they are masculine. All right? And you have to use the demonstrative pronoun esto, este, or esta, depending on the situation and depending if it's masculine or feminine. For example, if somebody told you, ¿qué es esto? You say, esto es un bosque, right? But if somebody told you, I don't know, if you want to say that this is your forest for some reason, because maybe you're rich, you say, este es mi bosque. Okay, in this case it's masculine, so you say, este es mi bosque. This is my forest. Okay? And if you want to make the word bosque, in this case, plural, the only thing that you have to do is add an S at the end of the word. So the demonstrative pronoun could be estos or estas, okay? It changes from este es mi bosque, singular, to estos son mis bosques, plural, right? And also, when the noun ends in a consonant, it can be also feminine or masculine. But remember, if you have to take a chance, again, take a chance on masculine. And the same situation with the word E. The same situation with the previous pattern. You can use the demonstrative pronoun esto or este or esta, depending on the situation and depending if the word is feminine or masculine. All right? For example, the word pared. ¿Qué es esto? What is this? ¿Qué es esto? And you can say, esta es una pared. In this case, pared ends in a consonant, but it's feminine. Esta es una pared, okay? Or you can say, esta es mi pared, okay? And pared changes from pared, singular, to paredes, plural. Why? Because if the words end in a consonant, if the noun ends in a consonant, to make it plural, you have to add an es at the end of the word. And you use the demonstrative pronouns estos or estas. For example, you say, esta es mi pared, singular, or you say, estas son mis paredes, plural. These are my walls. Okay? Okay, guys, now let's learn the expression. ¿Cuánto cuesta or cuánto cuestan? How much is it? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much are they? ¿Cuánto cuestan? Okay, let's talk about price, to ask for price. And let's see these examples. ¿Cuánto cuesta este vaso? How much is this glass? ¿Cuánto cuesta este vaso? It's singular. And the possible answer can be 5 pesos. Okay? Vaso ends in an O, so you use the demonstrative pronoun este. Okay? The next one. ¿Cuánto cuestan estos vasos? How much are these glasses? And the possible answer can be cada uno cuesta 5 pesos. Notice that, again, vaso ends in an O, so it's masculine. So in the plural, you use the demonstrative pronoun estos. Okay? And you say cada uno cuesta, uno because it's masculine. Alright? Cada uno cuesta 5 pesos. Okay? ¿Cuánto cuesta esta taza de café? How much is this cup of coffee? ¿Cuánto cuesta esta taza de café? Singular. Taza ends in an A, so it's feminine. So you have to use the demonstrative pronoun esta. And the possible answer can be 3 pesos. Okay? ¿Cuánto cuestan estas tazas de café? How much are these cup of coffee? And the possible answer can be cada una cuesta 3 pesos. Okay? Notice that taza ends in an A, so it's feminine. So you have to use the demonstrative pronoun estas for the plural, right? And the same with the next. ¿Cuánto cuesta esta computadora? Computadora ends in an A, so you have to use the demonstrative pronoun esta. The next. ¿Cuánto cuestan estas computadoras? And the possible answer can be 10,000 pesos. Cada una cuesta 10,000 pesos. Okay? Computadora ends in an A, so it's feminine. You have to use esta for the singular or estas for the plural. Okay? The next one. ¿Cuánto cuesta este lápiz? Lápiz ends in a consonant, so it can be feminine or masculine. In this case, it's masculine. Right? El lápiz. So, ¿cuánto cuesta este lápiz? And the possible answer can be 1 peso. Okay? ¿Cuánto cuestan estos lápices? A possible answer, cada uno cuesta 1 peso. Another example, ¿cuánto cuesta este bolígrafo? The next one, ¿cuánto cuestan estos bolígrafos? The next one, ¿cuánto cuesta este libro? And the next one, ¿cuánto cuestan estos libros? Okay? Any question you have, let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, now let's see some examples from singular to plural. Ejemplos del singular al plural. Here you go. Plato. Plato ends in an O, so it changes from plato to platos. Niño. Niño. Niño ends in an O again, and the only thing that you have to do to make it plural is add the letter S. So niños, niño changes from niño to niños. The same with ojo. Ojo changes from ojo to ojos. Okay? Let's continue. Mesa. The word mesa ends in an A, so it's feminine. So to make it plural, guess what? The only thing that you have to do is add an S. Very simple. Mesa and mesas. Ala, alas. Puerta, puertas. Okay, the only thing that you have to do is add an S. Okay, guys. Other examples when the noun ends in an E. Madre changes to madres. Padre changes to padres. And peine changes to peines. Okay? So, it doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine. The only thing that you have to do is add an S. Okay? And we have other examples when the noun ends in a consonant, you have to add ES at the end, okay? So, monitor changes to monitores, pared changes to paredes, and refrigerador changes to refrigeradores, okay? Let's move on. Okay, now guys, practiquemos. Let's practice. Practiquemos. Cuchillo, knife. Cuchillo. If you want to make it plural, what do you have to do? Very good. Add S at the end, okay? Add the letter S at the end. So, cuchillo changes to cuchillos. Muy bien, excelente. Casa. What do you have to do to make it plural? Muy bien. To add the letter S at the end. So, casa changes to from casa to casas. Muy bien. Perro. What? Very good. Perros. Very good. Torre changes to torres. Very good, because it ends in an E, so the only thing that you have to do to make it plural is add an S at the end. Very good. Doctor changes to doctores. Very good, because it ends in a consonant, so you have to add ES at the end. Very good. Gato changes to, muy bien, gatos. Very good. Tía changes to tías. Very good. And finally, administrador, manager, administrador, changes from administrador to what? Administradores. Muy bien, excelente. Muy bien, amigos. Aplauso para ustedes. Amigos, es todo por hoy. Como siempre, quiero agradecerte por haber visto el video hasta el final. Si te gustó, regálame un me gusta, suscríbete si aún no lo has hecho y no te olvides de darle a la campanita. If you liked the video, please subscribe, give me a like, and don't forget to hit the bell button. Remember, this channel is new, and with your help, we can make it grow together. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos en la clase número 6. Adiós.